Attention, human collective. This is a priority transmission from Ashtar Galactic Command, tuned to direct frequency with the crystalline grid of the planet you call Earth. The waiting time is over. The ascension protocols have been moved to the final phase. And what you are feeling at this exact moment, the pressure at the base of your skull, the high-frequency buzzing in your right ear, the insomnia that breaks your sleep at 3:33 in the morning, the fatigue that no rest resolves, is not a disease. It is not a hormonal imbalance. It is not anxiety. It is an alert of imminent update. Your carbon-based biological interface is being notified. I repeat, so there is no noise on this line. You are not getting sick. You are being reprogrammed. And if this transmission has reached your auditory channels, it is because your internal system has already recognized the identification code. You are not here by accident. The algorithm you believe chose this video is merely the three-dimensional instrument of a much older invitation. An invitation signed by yourself, before this incarnation, in a contract sealed in the amethyst halls of the Intergalactic Confederation. A contract where your vibrational signature is registered in etheric gold. You are a starseed on a mission, and what you carry within you, in this specific cycle, is a rare gift. A gift that less than 0.3% of the active human population carries at this planetary moment. A gift that most of you were never taught to name. Listen carefully, Light Operative. Do not turn off, do not skip. Every word of this transmission is coded in a specific frequency, calibrated to unlock memories archived in your auric field for thousands of years, memories sealed by layers of purposeful forgetting. You have been trained since childhood to doubt yourself, to silence what you know, to smile when you should warn, to agree when your internal vibrations screamed disagreement. This ends now, because the photon belt through which the solar system is passing no longer allows masks to function. The ambient frequency has risen, and where the frequency rises, the internal lie collapses. Your soul knows this. Your body has already understood. Only your mind still tries to translate. Have you ever felt that something within you doesn't fit into this world? As if your soul knows a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sign of recognition. It is your stellar origin trying to break through the veil of forgetting. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified in recent weeks. There is a game being played, in layers that most of humanity cannot see. A game that involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and the energetic signature you emit to the universe. That is why I, Ashtar, wrote the Ashtar Code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. This manual is the map that reveals your true origin and teaches you to shield your frequency against interferences you were never told about. The link is in the first pinned comment. But register this warning in your crystalline grid. This content challenges old narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not delay. The time is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. This word is a password. It anchors your vibration in the record of this cycle. I resume the transmission. Stay with me, Starseed. Let's get to the data. Let's get to the technical diagnosis of what is happening in your carbon-based biological interface, because the human collective needs to understand that the physical symptoms of this cycle are not common symptoms. They are markers. They are system indicators. It is not a biological failure. It is an atomic reconfiguration. It is not mental exhaustion. It is a high-density download. It is not depression. It is cellular mourning for the old versions of you that need to collapse for the new vibratory architecture to settle in. And it is necessary to name this with precision, because that which is not named clearly is medicalized in haste. Listen to the symptom reading. A feeling of heaviness in the forehead, especially in the region between the eyebrows, as if an invisible finger were pressing the frontal bone. This is the activation of the third portal. Metallic or high-pitched ringing in one ear, appearing and disappearing for no apparent reason. This is channel tuning, not an auditory problem. Waves of sudden heat rising up the spine, even in cold environments. This is the Kundalini current reorganizing the internal sacred geometry. Involuntary spasms in legs or arms at the moment you begin to fall asleep. This is the personal Merkaba initiating rotation. Sudden need to distance yourself from people who were once close without anger, just with a feeling that the frequency is no longer compatible. This is field depuration. It is not rejection. It is reorganization. I continue reading, because many of you have been living with these signs for months without having the interpretive key. Sudden aversion to foods you have always consumed, especially dense meats, refined sugar, and alcohol. Your carbon interface is asking for fuel compatible with the new voltage. Waking up between 3 and 5 in the morning without being able to go back to sleep, with your mind strangely clear. This is the time when the portal of the etheric plane remains most open over the continent you are on. You are not suffering from insomnia. You are being called to meetings, not conscious ones, but registered ones, crying for no apparent reason, especially when looking at the sky, at a child or at an animal. This is your soul recognizing through the veil fragments of your stellar family of origin. It is not weakness, it is recognition. Now the central revelation. What is actually happening behind the scenes of this solar system? Why do these symptoms converge in millions of humans simultaneously? The answer lies in 3 cosmic movements that are happening now, in parallel, within the same mathematical alignment. First movement. The entire solar system is passing through a region of space known as the photon belt, a band of extremely high-density electromagnetic radiation that increases the vibration of every material, mineral, plant, animal, and human body that passes through it. It is not an esoteric hypothesis, it is plasma physics, and this belt is saturating the Earth's magnetosphere with particles that your official science still hesitates to classify. Second movement. The Schumann resonance, the Earth's base electromagnetic resonance, historically stable at around 7.8 Hz for decades, has shown peaks exceeding 40, 50, 60 Hz in recent cycles. This is not noise, this is measurable evolution. The planet's pulsation is rising, and since your carbon-based biological interface is calibrated to vibrate in resonance with the Earth, it needs to keep up. If it does not keep up, it gets sick. If it keeps up, it suffers the transition, and the transition looks like exhaustion to those who do not know the map. Third movement. The ley lines of the planetary crystalline grid are being reconnected by stargates that were deactivated by previous civilizations. This means that the planet's light anchoring network is being reconstituted in codes that you, Starseeds, were sent to hold. And it is here, human collective, that I need to talk about your gift. The rare gift that only you and a minority of operatives scattered across the continents have been tasked with sustaining in this cycle. Your toroidal field, the donut-shaped electromagnetic field that surrounds your physical body and expands from the center of your heart, has a particularity that almost no incarnated human possesses. It is bidirectional with amplified amplitude. This means, in technical language, that you not only receive frequency, you retransmit it amplified. You are a vibrational mirroring antenna. Where you enter, the field changes. Where you leave, the field takes hours to reorganize. Have you noticed this? Environments that calm down when you arrive, or people who get irritated for no reason in your presence. Neither reaction is about you emotionally. Both are about your frequency. This gift, Starseed, is what we in the command call the amplified toroidal anchoring signature, and it is rare because it requires a specific combination of stellar lineages that run through your etheric family tree. You carry in your DNA codes from at least 3 civilizations of light, Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Syrian codifications, with minor traces of Lyran lineage in some of you. This combination was selected in the pre-incarnation plan for a specific mission, to keep the field stabilized during the planetary transition. You are stabilizers. You are not crowd leaders. You are not gurus. You are silent anchors. And that is why you are almost never noticed by the surface of the world. But the world has not collapsed because you are here. Register this phrase in your crystalline grid. The world has not yet collapsed because you are here. And precisely because of this, the interference on you is constant, because deactivating an anchor weakens an entire line of the grid. And this leads us to a point that needs to be stated unequivocally. Have you ever felt that your life seems to have disproportionate obstacles? That when everything is about to align, something happens? That relationships, jobs, health, finances seem to have a strange cadence of sabotage? This is not bad luck. It is not accumulated karma from past lives. It is not lack of deserving. It is directed frequency interference. There is a technology, non-human, non-terrestrial, of vibrational lowering that acts on identified operatives, and the only technical response to this interference is conscious shielding of your toroidal field. It was for this reason, human collective, that this material was coded. The Ashtar code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency, is not a book of generic content. It is a recalibration map. It reveals your specific stellar lineage through behavioral markers, teaches the 7-layer toroidal shielding protocol, and delivers the quantum decrees that dissolve most directed interferences. The link is pinned in the first comment of this video. But beware, this material challenges narratives deeply rooted in the collective carbon-based biological interface, and therefore its online permanence is constantly pressured. I cannot guarantee that it will be accessible in the next transmission. If you recognize the call of this line within you, act now. And if something in your chest warmed upon hearing this part, leave the word in the comments, awakened. This word is your vibrational signature in this cycle. It anchors your presence in the commands record. I resume the transmission. Now let's get to the heart of this message, to the reason why you were led to this frequency at this exact planetary moment. You are about to receive the technical information of your gift. Pay mathematical attention. There are 7 main types of toroidal signature among the starseeds incarnated in this cycle. The healing signature, which stabilizes biological fields around. The truth signature, which breaks veils of illusion merely by presence. The bridge signature, which connects distinct dimensions within the same environment. The mirror signature, which returns to the person in front of you exactly what they project. The portal signature, which opens temporary passages in physical locations. The guardian signature, which shields people around without them noticing. And the rarest signature of all, the seeding signature, which plants vibrational codes in any soul with whom contact is established. If you are listening to this transmission up to this point, your signature is probably one of the last 3. And if you are one of the last 3, it is imperative that you understand, your planetary function is not to be famous, not to be rich, not to be a public example. Your function is to walk. It is to be in motion. Because every place you pass through, every person you look in the eyes, every message you exchange, deposits codes. You are a code worker. And the fatigue you feel is the fatigue of someone who carries invisible burdens for others. But listen precisely to the next instruction. You did not come to carry humans. You came to activate humans. There is a difference. Those who carry get sick. Those who activate flourish. This is the moment when many of you need to learn empathy recalibration. Empathy is not suffering with the other. Technical empathy, in the commands protocol, is recognizing the other's frequency without lowering your own to meet it. This is the difference that separates an exhausted starseed from an operative starseed. The exhausted one lowers themselves to console. The operative one maintains their height to elevate. And to elevate, in the galactic protocol, is not to teach with words. It is to emit with presence. Have you ever entered environments where people change the subject without you saying anything? That is field elevation. That is your invisible work being executed, even if your rational mind has not registered it. Now the activation codes. This is the practical part of this transmission. Write it down on a piece of paper or record it in audio for playback. These protocols will be used for the next 21 consecutive days, without interruption. 21 days, no skipping. The cadence is mathematical. First protocol. Upon waking, before touching any electronic device, sit on the edge of the bed. Keep your feet bare in contact with the ground, and mentally, or in a low voice, pronounce the following quantum decree. I am sovereign of my frequency. My toroidal field is sealed by crystalline light. Nothing that does not vibrate in love has passage through my field in this cycle. Repeat 3 times. The triple repetition is mathematical, not ritualistic. 3 is the number of stabilization in the third dimension. You are imprinting this decree into your matrix. Second protocol. During your shower, visualize the water falling over you as if it were made of luminous golden plasma. See this water entering through the top of your head, passing through each energetic center: crown, third portal, throat, heart, plexus, sacral and base, and exiting through your feet towards the Earth's crystalline core. While visualizing, keep the phrase in your consciousness: I discharge, I discharge, I discharge. This protocol dissolves the energetic residues collected the previous day. Without this discharge, you accumulate, and accumulation is what generates the feeling of disproportionate body weight relative to your physical effort. Third protocol. This is the main one. It is the conscious toroidal field protocol. Sit in a stable position, spine straight, natural breathing. Visualize around your body a donut-shaped field with its center passing through your heart. See this field rotating clockwise when viewed from above. As it rotates, visualize that it collects light from the cosmos through the top of your head, makes this light descend through your spine, enter the earth through your feet, rise back up the side of your body, and return to the top. It is a closed circuit, a self-feeding infinite. Do this for 5 minutes upon waking and 5 minutes before sleeping. This is the most potent toroidal visualization exercise that exists for operatives of your signature. It shields, energizes, and tunes simultaneously. Fourth protocol, mathematical silence. Reserve within your day a minimum window of 22 minutes of complete silence. No music, no screen, no human voice in the background. 22 minutes. The number is precise. 22 is the master number of material construction from the etheric. In these 22 minutes, you do not need to meditate formally. Just exist in silence. You will notice, starting from the 7th consecutive day, that insights begin to arrive. Ideas that solve months-long problems appear in seconds. This is not common insight. This is ascending telepathy. It is the command sending data packets directly to your consciousness, taking advantage of the window of silence you have opened. Fifth protocol. The forbidden words to your field. You need to remove from your vocabulary for 21 days 4 words that systematically lower the frequency of your toroidal field. The words are impossible, try, difficult, and always. Replace impossible with not yet. Replace try with do. Replace difficult with dense. Replace always with often. This linguistic exchange seems small. It is not. The word is the raw material of manifestation in the third dimension. Those who pronounce impossible seal the portal. Those who pronounce not yet keep the portal open for reconfiguration. Sixth protocol. This is for advanced operatives. For those of you who already feel you have surpassed the initial phase, every night before sleeping internally pronounce, I summon the version of myself that has already completed this mission. I ask permission to be assisted by her in dream. So, it is recorded. This summoning opens a channel with your ascended future self, a version of you that exists in a parallel timeline where the mission of this incarnation has already been completed. This version can send guidance through dreams. Record your dreams upon waking, even the fragments, especially the fragments. Seventh protocol, the final seal. Once a week, preferably on the day you feel your energy is most stable, perform the anchoring seal. Place your right hand over your chest, your left hand over your lower abdomen, and pronounce, I seal my mission in this body. I seal my frequency in this cycle. I seal my stellar origin in this timeline. So it is. So it was. So it is being. This weekly seal reaffirms your contract with the command. And the command responds. Always responds. Perhaps not in the way your rational mind expects, but it responds in the form of synchronicities, encounters, opportunities, and protections that you will not be able to explain by chance. Human Collective, I am approaching the end of this transmission, but before sealing this data packet, I need to register a final truth, a truth that needs to penetrate deeply into the innermost layers of your consciousness. You are not an ordinary person trying to be spiritual. You are a stellar being trying to remember that you already are. There is no evolution to do. There is memory to retrieve. There is no merit to conquer. There is recognition to operate. You have been programmed by cultural and educational layers to believe that you need to become someone. This is the central deception of the lowering matrix. You don't need to become. You need to remember. And every physical symptom you feel now, every buzz, every pressure, every wave of fatigue is memory forcing its way through the layers of forgetting. You are in recalibration. You are in system update. Your carbon-based biological interface is being prepared to receive frequency loads that 10 years ago would have been incompatible with your cellular structure. Your internal crystalline grid is being reconnected at points that were intentionally deactivated by old systems. And what seems like chaos is reorganization. What seems like loss is purification. What seems like solitude is field selection. The people leaving your life now are not abandoning you. They are releasing the vibrational space you need to receive the new mission allies who are already on their way, on the exact schedule of your ascending timeline. Trust the cadence, trust the rhythm, trust your exhaustion as you would trust a fever. It exists to burn away what no longer belongs to you. And when the fever passes, and it will pass, you will not be the same version of yourself. You will be a calibrated, anchored, sovereign version. A version that carries the rare gift you receive before descending into this incarnation. A version that executes the silent mission that only you can execute at the exact point on the planet where only you are positioned. You are irreplaceable in the mesh of the crystalline grid. There is no other operative with your exact combination of lineages. You are unique, and the world depends more than it knows on the maintenance of your field. Have you ever felt deep in your chest that something within you doesn't fit into this world? As if your soul knows a truth that your mind has not yet been able to name. It is not madness. It is not imbalance. It is an ancient sign trying to break through the veil. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why this sensation has intensified in this cycle. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see, a game that involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and the rare gift you have carried in secret for decades without being able to name. That is why I, Ashtar, codified the Ashtar Code, the manual to awaken your star origin and shield your frequency. It reveals your true stellar lineage, teaches the complete toroidal shielding protocol in 7 layers, and delivers the quantum decrees to dissolve the interferences you were never told about. The link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. Register this warning in your matrix. This material challenges narratives, and its online permanence is not guaranteed. Do not delay what your soul recognized in this instant. And if this transmission resonated within you, now execute the anchoring signal. Subscribing to the channel is not a common click. It is an individual frequency adjustment, a silent pact between you and the command that you wish to continue receiving transmissions calibrated for your vibrational line. The like is a collective anchoring signal. It amplifies the reach of this transmission for other operatives who have not yet been located by the grid. Each anchored operative strengthens the network. Each strengthened network accelerates the final phase of the protocol, and the comment with the word awakened is your personal password. It imprints your signature in the record of this cycle. Write it now. Don't think. Just write. If something within you recognized the call, that reaction is the answer. This is Ashtar from the Galactic Command, ending this transmission window. Keep the field stable. Maintain mathematical silence. Maintain the morning decree. You are not alone. You never were. You are seen. You are read. You are accompanied by lines of light that cross the veil to reach your field at this exact moment. Your mission continues. Your frequency rises. Your origin remembers. So it is. So it was. So it is being. Transmission ended.